This is the most important thing that you can do with your dog every single day, and it's something that I think that every dog owner around the world should make a habit. And I call it my mealtime drill. Every time you feed your dog, you shouldn't let them have free access to their food. But also when it comes to feeding them, you shouldn't let them knock the bowl out of your hand and have access to their food whenever they want. Your meal times should look like this. So the dog is in a sit, stay. Food goes on the floor and your dog is maintaining eye contact with you. This is building amazing impulse control where she is desperate to get to that food right now, but she knows that she has to make sure that she's making eye contact with me. This is building wonderful relationship where she sees me as her loving leader because everything good in her life comes through me. And to get access to anything good in her life, she has to sit, be calm, relaxed, look up to me for guidance and direction, and when she does so, I can say break, and she can have her dinner. Now, this drill is something that you should be doing with your dog every single day. I call it my barrier to entry drill. Now, right now, Uncle Sully is desperate to come and have a cuddle with me, but he knows he doesn't just jump up and on the furniture as and when he wants a cuddle. When he wants a cuddle, he'll come and sit and display lovely manners like this and wait for me to give him his command to be able to do so, which is going to be Sully, hup. And he can jump, he can assume his cuddle position, and then we can enjoy this experience together. But by doing this drill, that barrier to entry of sit, look up to me for guidance and direction, and wait with good manners before anything good in your life, it allows Uncle Sully to be the perfect canine companion that displays beautiful manners at all times. And when you have this level of discipline with your dog, where they can control those impulses and have great manners, not only can you achieve things like that really nicely, but just as easily you can also achieve Sully off and be able to move through life together seamlessly, built off your relationship with your dog that's built upon your loving leadership. Now, this is something that I do with my dog every single day, and I do it with every single door we ever go through. Now, Sully, we're going to go for a walk, buddy. I'm going to take him out for a walk now, and there's a couple of thresholds, and this is exactly what that should look like. The threshold opens, and he waits, and he looks up to me for guidance and direction before I welcome him down at the front door. A very, very safety important threshold where I'm going to open it. I say, and he knows that he has to wait, looking up to me for guidance and direction until I'm ready to move through that threshold and welcome him through it. When I do that, I know that I can keep him under control. I'm maintaining his energy levels so that this walk is going to be set up for as much success as possible. It also is incredibly safe because even though there's a main road right outside, he's not going to dart through to that main road. Let's go. Sully, place. Now, doing this with your dog every single day, I think is incredibly powerful. And it's part of my kind of daily drills that I work on with all of my dogs and teach all of the people that I work with to do with their dogs. Now, having a play stay is super useful. It allows your dog to develop really good impulse control, which is one of the key fundamentals to having a perfect canine companion. It allows them to have wonderful manners. And it does not matter whether I'm looking at my dog or if I'm not looking at my dog. He knows if I've asked him to stay there, he will stay there until I give him his BREAK command. Where this comes in super useful, especially for normal owners with normal dogs that just want to have their own perfect canine companion that brings joy and fulfillment to their lives, is when guests come to your home. When guests come to your home, you don't want to be that person that's got the obnoxious, annoying dog that's jumping up all over them, that's swatting at them, that's climbing all up on the furniture, that's chewing on their clothes. But you might want your dog to be a part of the experience, and your friends might want to see your dog. But when people come to my house, I can pop my dogs away if I need to, if they're scared of dogs or for whatever reason. But if they're not scared of dogs, I can have my dogs out and I can just ask for a play stay. I don't even need to look at Uncle Sully, and I know that he'll be doing it for me, and he'll just settle, be a part of the family until I give him his break command. And then he can come off and he can come and say hello, and if he needs to greet the cameraman or greet my guests, he can do, and he knows how to do that in a well-mannered way. And it's things like that that make people jealous of your dog and wish that their dog was as good as your dog, not because they can do 20 different tricks. If your dog can do 50 different tricks, but they're obnoxious and frustrating at the home, most people will hate your dog. If your dog can do 4 or 5 pieces of basic obedience, yet has impeccable manners and really good impulse control, it will be the dog that people will remember, and it'll be the dog that you'll be proud to own. Now, before we look at last and equally as important a daily drill that you need to be doing with your dog, I want to mention something. If you really want your dream canine companion, if you want to have that dog that people are jealous about, that people are envious of, the dog that people will remember for years and years to come, even if they only meet them for a short amount of time, you have to make sure that you're becoming a high-level canine leader that does the types of training that we talk about here and in my system, and know how to raise and train your own perfect canine companion. And yes, these daily drills are important, but there is more to it than that. And that is exactly why I created my Perfect Canine Companion course. It is a bundle of all of my world famous courses that have helped literally thousands of people take their dog from just rescued it from a rescue center through to a dog that is displaying terrible behavior problems, flipping that script, helping the owners become high-level canine leaders that then allow them to raise and train their own perfect canine companion that turns them into that dog that everybody that you and your dog meet is completely jealous of. And to thank you guys for supporting me here on YouTube, I've got a special discount just for you. The link will be in the description box just below. So if you're interested in learning more about my Perfect Canine Companion course and getting access to that special discount just for you, click on that link, go and check it out, and I promise it includes everything that you need to know on not just how to do these daily drills, but everything else that's required for you to have your perfect canine companion. So guys, I'm about to show you the thing that most people think of when it comes to training their dog every single day, and it's obedience. Now, yes, obedience is important, but it's only one small piece of the puzzle when it comes to having a perfect canine companion. For me, having manners is just as, if not more important, as well as having a well-socialized dog that can remain calm everywhere that they go. And we've showed you a bunch of other drills that really focus on some of those elements that are the things that will make people remember your dog, not because they can do 50 different tricks. Even as a professional clinical canine behaviorist and dog trainer myself, I teach my dogs like 5 things, but I just want those 5 things to be bomb-proof under any and all distractions. And when it comes to actually working on those 5 things, yes, we do work on them most days, but it's usually about a minute or so and looks something like this. So young Reginald is very excited and ready to train. He's offering me a place, which is nice. We're going to dive into it. So I might chain from a place into a recall command. Come. Yeah, good boy. Heel. Yes, good. Place. Yes, good. Sit. Yes, good. Good boy. Stay. Good. Heel. Yes, good. Place. Yes, good. Break. And in that short amount of time, I was able to work on recall, heel position, place training, stay, break, sit. In a very short session, if you do that once or twice a day under different levels of duration, distance and distraction, you'll be able to take your dog to extreme levels of obedience control. But if you put all of those things together into a daily drill routine that you do with your dog, you'll be shocked at how quickly you have the dog that everybody is jealous of. Now, if you want to learn more tips and tricks just like this, make sure you subscribe. We make videos like this all the time, and I can't wait to see you on the next one.